Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring.
Howdy y'all, this is Rational Outlaw, and today we have a special video. It is our Halloween special. Mwahahaha. Anyways, today I have a video on regressive's greatest fear after Donald Trump, and that is cultural appropriation. Now, let's get on with the video.
My culture is not a costume.
My name is Yasmin Yunus. I am a first-generation Iraqi-American Muslim. I'm also a student and an activist.
Of course you are. What regressive millennial isn't at this point?
It sucks to see that. It's offensive. It's
like a butchering of my culture. I didn't spend 23 years as a Chinese-born American to live next to this.
I didn't live 23 years to have to live with people saying that I'm culturally appropriating when wearing a Halloween costume, or to also hear regressives say that hate speech is a thing, which it's not.
I'm of multiracial descent, including Taino Arawak, which is the indigenous First Nations people of the Caribbean. We're seen as just like TV characters, you know, the savage with the fringes and these boots that, you know, aren't even accurate. Even our body paint has meaning, and then, you know, you just put on this cheap paint that you probably got at the dollar store, you know, for fun because you thought it was funny. Like, my existence is just comical or hilarious to you.
I actually have a little experience in wearing Native American regalia. I used to wear regalia for events that was put on by the Order of the Arrow. The Order of the Arrow is a branch off of Boy Scouts. And when we wore it, we were wearing it to sort of honor the culture of Native Americans. But even if we didn't, it's a costume. It's not gonna kill you.
I'm Kanaka Maoli, Native Hawaiian. One of the things about Hawaiian culture that not a lot of people know is that historically it was illegal to practice anything that had to do with Native Hawaiian culture. So my grandmother is currently in her 70s, and she's finally learning how to dance hula. And she's been creating her hula skirt and her lei for weeks now.
I call bullshit. Either you're lying or someone else is lying to you. I have actually looked this up, and I have found absolutely nothing that was a law that made it so that you could not perform your hula dances, make leis, or make hula skirts. None of that. The only things that came remotely close to that were preventing kids and other people speaking Hawaiian in schools and businesses. But the reason for that could easily be the fact that the majority of people in Hawaii speak English. And the only other thing that I saw that kind of could have been a law preventing people from practicing their culture was this law that was proposed to prevent people from making leis. Now, I don't know the reason for that all. Maybe there was an endangered flower or something. I don't know. But one thing is for sure, it was just proposed. It never was put in place as a law from what I have researched.
And this is nothing what it looks like. This costume is extremely hurtful, not only for myself, but for the generations that had to go through this erasure.
Oh, did someone hurt your fifis from just wearing a stupid costume that no one will really give a crap about? Grow a pair, bitch.
My name is Gianna, and I'm a 22-year-old recent graduate who's also African American. Pick in particular bothers me because our hair is stigmatized as being untidy and just incredibly insensitive to the actual real struggles that African Americans have wearing their natural hair.
Now, I don't know the difficulty of having hair that is the more curly kind like Africans do, but who the f is saying that African hair is untidy? I have never heard that. So, citation please.
I identify as a first-generation Latina.
So since you identify as a first-generation Latina, does that mean you aren't a first-generation Latina? Is that like some stupid people identifying as non-binary? I don't go walking around saying that I identify as a gay man. I just am a gay man.
Obvious examples of Chola culture might be hoop earrings, drawn on eyebrows, or heavy lip liner. When people appropriate Chola culture in Halloween costumes, it erases the stories and narratives of people who identify with Chola culture.
Bull. It doesn't erase their stories. If you think that erases their stories, then you know
When you see this costume, what do you think? People tend to think terrorist, or they tend to think barbaric, or they tend to think uncultured or uncivilized, and they make fun of that.
That's because it is uncultured and uncivilized. The Middle East is a very barbaric place, considering the fact that Muslim countries in the Middle East and in Africa as well kill gays and treat women like Yeah, it's quite barbaric.
That kind of just goes with like what the media has kind of done with my identity and my background and my religion.
Have you seen the media recently?
You get a jacket, has a dragon on the back. It's just that. They think that it's cool and nothing else. They don't find the significance of it. They see it as exotic.
And what is wrong with that? It's the exact same thing when someone dresses as a knight. It's not any different.
I feel like they're mocking me and mocking my family, my history, my attachment to these garments.
Ugh, no one is f***ing mocking you, so shut the f*** up, bitch.
Cultural appropriation is theft.
Members of a dominant group borrow elements from a marginalized group while actively erasing the people of that culture and diminishing the meanings of what we practice.
Ugh, no one is doing that. No one is erasing your culture. No one is minimizing your cultural beliefs or whatever. It's just a f***ing costume. No one gives a crap.
The majority of us know that blackface is cultural appropriation, but that is how I view and how my people in the indigenous community view this costume.
This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion I'm about to say. Blackface, in and of itself, is not bad. Was it wrong of what they were doing in the past? Yes, how they were doing it was wrong. But blackface in the sense of trying to look like the character of someone you like, or of a celebrity, there's nothing wrong with that. Besides, there have also been people who have done whiteface. Whiteface, blackface, red face, purple face, none of those are inherently wrong. Well, that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, share it, comment down below and tell me what you thought. Follow me on all my other social media. Support me on Patreon. And have a happy Halloween. I'll see y'all later.
When we come to see the